Hi, everyone. I'm Christine Tully. I'm a senior writing coach at Defend and Publish, and welcome to episode 11, Try Using Templates. Templates are great for helping us with academic writing tasks, and they're wonderful because it means that someone else has figured out a strategy for approaching the writing task that you're doing. And so today I'm going to show you 3 websites. One of them is ours, so a little hint for Defend and Publish, that offer some template ideas and some opportunities to figure out some of your writing tasks where someone else has gone before you. So the first one that I want to share with you is Academic Toolkit. So Academic Toolkit, the web address is right up here at the top, academictoolkit.com, offers if you click tools, it offers these what they term canvases as places that you can use to either brainstorm, track, or write down your writing in some way. So for example, one of the things I really like is that they offer these design canvases. One is a research design canvas that is useful for figuring out a writing project. So if I hopefully can blow this up a little bit for you so you can see it, but I really like it because, whoa, that's a little bit big. I like it because it does show you some way to categorize your literature, note your observations and your arguments, make some hypotheses or write down what you think your hypotheses are going to be, figure out some contributions, think about methods. And so this particular template I'm actually using with my graduate students who are completing a master's degree because it's a great way to think about a thesis. But really for any scholarly article, this is a wonderful tool to take a look at. And so the academic writing toolkit or academic toolkit offers a number of different tools that can be useful here. So I showed you the one about the research design canvas. You can also use one that builds your research model where you're trying to figure out a research study and some of your questions. So that's a great one. Another one that is coming soon is a literature review toolkit. So I've been watching for that one. And when it pops up, that would be another useful one, I think, for any of us that are working on either a dissertation, a book, a scholarly article, because we do literature reviews. But if you check these tools out, they're all listed right here. And very user-friendly. I've downloaded them. They are free. And I like them because they're visual. They're kind of doing a little bit of mind mapping while figuring out your writing, and sometimes approaching writing in that way visually is really useful. So that's the first one. The second one is not so much one site for just templates, but it is a site that has templates and lots of pictures of templated type writing, if that makes sense. So I've been following the work of Raoul Pacheco Vega for a long time. He is just prolific in writing about how to do scholarly tasks. And even better, he really tries to capture what all of those writing tasks are and how to do them. So he's got everything on this website, from how to figure out how to do a revise and resubmit, how to write a methodology section, how to address, advisor comments, how to track your literature. This is a prolific blog. This will take a very long time to get through. But one of the things I really like is he has a link for resources, and you can actually go there and sort by the issue that you're having and you're trying to figure out. So one of the things that I started looking at that I thought was very useful on his site was a model for writing a dissertation in a 3 papers version. So if you've not heard of this before, dissertations a lot of times are conceived as a single project or a single book, maybe shaved down into a single article later. But a lot of the new dissertations that are being developed tend to be set up in a way where the student is writing 3 articles as part of the dissertation. So the dissertation is made up of these articles. So I haven't yet seen any templates that really address this, where you're kind of working with 3 separate texts inside of one big text. And he actually does this. So he talks about something as and one of the reasons why I'm saying this is a template is that he uses something he designed called a dissertation analytical table. And it basically is a device that he sets up to do one of these 3 paper models. So graduate students out there, you might find this interesting, but faculty that are teaching graduate students, I found this fascinating, really, in the way that he did it. So he always has pictures of his writing space. It's really great to kind of share with students. But in here, what he does is he shows you how he developed something in either Excel or Word, and you can actually see what the table looks like, but then he gives you a lot of information about how he made the table, what goes in there, and gives you ideas for modifying your own tables. So this is very common on many of the pages that he has in his blog or his website, where he's trying to figure out how to, like I said, keep track of literature or track, revise, and resubmit comments. They tend to be very detailed explanations, which I really like, because sometimes we'll come across writing templates and they're very difficult to figure out what to do with them. So his is another one that's really, really wonderful. And you can see here where he kind of explains how students use it. And then on many of his pages, he actually links to resources for somewhere else. So it's a great comprehensive site for figuring out how to do a lot of your writing tasks. So again, if you want to look him up, his name is Raoul Pacheco Vega. He's really great. And I encourage you to follow him on Twitter, because he usually posts some interesting writing tips and advice every day. So the last one that I want to point out is our very own podcast section in Defend and Publish. So I'm just at defendandpublish.com, and I just linked on podcasts, but I scrolled to episode 4 because many of our podcast episodes will have templates or writing tools or things that you can use that go directly along with the podcast. So for example, in this one, I talk about using a paragraphing formula from Patricia Goodson, and I actually give you then a handout, a template, how to use that paragraphing format. So in some of our episodes, not all of them have templates, but many of them do. And there's always some links here. So if you've been following the podcast on YouTube or you've been getting it somewhere else, always worth a chance, or always worth a look to go back to our website and click podcasts to make sure that you are able to find that content. So I hope you have a good week. And if you need help doing any type of writing support, I also want to make a last plug for a commercial. But on our website, if you go to home, you can actually get a free 30-minute consultation. So if you're interested in working with us, you can click on this button to schedule one, no strings attached, and try us out and see if you like us. Happy writing this week.